Here's the fantasy hero you'd be, based on your Myers-Briggs personality. We're diving into the world of fantasy heroes and matching them with your Myers-Briggs personality type. Are you a get-things-done leader like Hermione Granger, or quietly courageous like Aragorn? We're going on a quest to uncover the hero within you, based on personality science. We'll explore the unique traits of each Myers-Briggs type and see how they align with some of our favorite fantasy characters. Get ready to discover your inner hero. This is going to be epic. ESTJs, you're Hermione Granger to the core. With a sharp mind and serious work ethic, you're the get-things-done hero. People can count on you to follow through, even if everyone else flakes. In a fantasy world, you'd be the one who's already mapped out the mission before the other heroes even know what's going on. Need a potion mixed? You've read every book on herbology. Enemy on the horizon? You've double-checked the castle defenses and have a backup plan. Like you, Hermione wouldn't just lead a mission. She'd have contingency plans, annotated footnotes, and an emergency backup bag. Probably with snacks, just in case. You're practical, resourceful, and unafraid to tackle any problem head-on, which makes you the hero everyone wants on their team. ISFJs, you're Samwise Gamgee, the hero who embodies loyalty, kindness, and warmth. Like Sam, you may not seek the spotlight, but you're taking care of dozens of details that often go under the radar. When the journey gets tough, and let's be honest, it usually does in a fantasy setting, you're the one checking in to make sure everyone's okay. But you don't just provide words of encouragement, you're down in the trenches doing the hard work right alongside everyone else. Like Sam, you're braver than people realize. When push comes to shove, you stand up for what you believe in and protect those who need it. Sam's courage in the face of orcs and dark forces is exactly the kind of quiet bravery ISFJs embody. If you're an ESFJ, you bring the warmth, joy, and positive energy of Olaf to every situation. People love you because, well, you love people. And it shows. You're the hero who cares deeply about the team. And you've got a sixth sense for knowing when someone needs a little extra support or encouragement. But don't let your warm, caring nature fool anyone into thinking you're a pushover. ESFJs have a rock-solid sense of loyalty and can be incredibly brave when it matters. Like Olaf, who fearlessly faces every challenge despite being, well, a snowman. You dive into difficulties to protect the people you care about. ENTJ, you are Erwin Smith, the bold commander who makes people believe in the impossible. In a fantasy world, you wouldn't just be the leader, you'd be the strategist, the visionary, the one rallying the troops with a speech so powerful, even the dragons would stop to listen. Erwin's ability to plan 12 steps ahead and inspire devout loyalty is peak ENTJ energy. You'd be the one saying, yes, we're outnumbered, and yes, that's a literal mountain of giants ready to attack, but trust me, this is exactly where we want them. People don't just follow you because you have a plan, though they always know you have a plan. They follow you because you radiate confidence and purpose. ISTJ, you are Aragorn, steadfast, dependable, and quietly courageous. You're the hero who may not always seek the spotlight, but who shows up and does the hard work anyway, no matter the cost. You're the kind of person who would willingly march into Mordor if it meant protecting the people you care about. You're practical, steady, and focused on the task at hand. ISTJs don't go into anything unprepared, and that's exactly why everyone relies on you. And while you may not be the most talkative hero, you don't need to be. When you speak, your words carry weight. Like Aragorn, you choose your words carefully, and people listen. In a fantasy realm, you're the rock, the guide, the one who endures even when others falter. ENFJ, you are Professor Charles Xavier, a natural leader with an unshakable belief in people's potential and a vision for a better future. You're the glue that holds the group together, and let's be honest, without you, they'd probably be lost, or arguing about which road to take. Professor X's ability to connect with people on a deep level is quintessential ENFJ. You're the one who sees the good in everyone, even when others only see flaws. But your powers don't stop at emotional insight. ENFJs like you have big dreams, and an even bigger drive to make them a reality. You're the strategist who balances compassion with practicality, much like Professor X creating a safe haven for mutants, while also navigating political minefields. GenTJ, you are Elphaba, the brilliant, misunderstood anti-hero who refuses to settle for a broken system. In a fantasy world, you'd be the quiet force uncovering corruption, solving problems, and strategizing a plan to fix the chaos, while others are still arguing over who's in charge. Elphaba's sharp intellect and unrelenting focus are true INTJ. You see connections and patterns where others don't, and you're always 3 steps ahead of the game. That's you, a trailblazer who does what's necessary, not what's popular. Sorry, Glinda. Beneath your no-nonsense exterior is someone who deeply cares about justice and fairness. Like Elphaba defying gravity, you push boundaries, challenge expectations, and show the world that real strength is in conviction and action. ESTPs, you are Dean Winchester, the bold, resourceful hero who always finds a way to win, even when the odds are stacked against him. You thrive in the chaos, adapting on the fly and turning even the worst situations into opportunities. Dean's ability to improvise and take action under pressure is one of the ESTP's greatest strengths. Whether it's outsmarting a demon, hotwiring a car, or talking your way out of trouble, you're always ready to conquer the unexpected and somehow look cool while doing it. Like Dean, who shoulders the weight of protecting his family and the world, you care more than you let on. You're the hero who reminds everyone that sometimes the best way to save the day is to roll up your sleeves, crack a joke, and get to work. In FJ, you are Aslan, the wise, compassionate guide who inspires others to be their best selves. Like Aslan, you have a quiet but undeniable presence that draws people to you. You bring a sense of hope, potential, and gentle knowing to seemingly dire situations. As an INFJ, you have a gift for understanding what lies beneath the surface, helping others navigate their struggles while keeping your eyes fixed on a higher goal. You're the kind of person who wouldn't just lead the quest, but would make sure every member of the group grows and learns along the way. But don't mistake your gentleness for weakness. Like Aslan sacrificing himself or leading the charge against the White Witch, you show others what it means to love fiercely, lead wisely, and fight for what matters most. Your presence transforms those around you, and the world is always better for having you in it. ESFP, you are Buffy Summers. In a fantasy world, you'd be the one slaying monsters by day and organizing dance parties by night. In doing so, you'd show everyone that even in the darkest times, life is worth celebrating. As an ESFP, you're the heart of the group, the one who makes everyone laugh but also reminds them why the fight matters. It's one of your greatest talents. Like Buffy, you might be underestimated because of your fun-loving nature, but when the chips are down, you're the first to dive into the fray. You're driven by your values, by what you feel in your heart is right, even if other people don't always get it. Like Buffy taking down vampires with a witty quip and an impressive roundhouse kick, you show the world that bravery isn't just about fighting monsters, it's about living fully and loving fiercely, even in the face of chaos. ISFP, you are Jon Snow, the loyal, introspective hero who follows their heart even when the path ahead is unclear. Like Jon, you don't seek glory or recognition. You're motivated by your values and a need to protect the people you care about. What sets you apart is your emotional depth. Like Jon, who struggles with the weight of his responsibilities and the pain of difficult choices, you feel things deeply. In a fantasy world, you'd be the one reminding everyone of what they're fighting for, even when the odds feel insurmountable. And as an ISFP, you're also in tune with the environment around you, which allows you to be observant and attentive when others are panicking. Like Jon Snow, who wrestles with self-doubt but never stops doing what's right, you inspire others through your actions and your heart. ISTP, you are Geralt of Rivia, the pragmatic, independent hero who thrives on action, resourcefulness, and solving problems no one else dares to tackle. Like Geralt, you don't overthink, you act. Geralt's story is the epitome of ISTP energy. He grew up honing his skills at Kaer Morhen, navigating life as a witcher who takes on the jobs no one else will touch. You have that same sharp adaptability and calmness under pressure. You will MacGyver a solution out of duct tape and sheer ingenuity. Geralt's ability to diffuse tense situations with a sarcastic quip or a pointed observation, that's quintessential ISTP. Like Geralt, you're the one people call when the situation is bleak, because they know you'll handle it, calmly, efficiently, and with a look that says, "Really? This was your plan?" ENTP, you are Tyrion Lannister, the quick-witted hero who turns even the bleakest situations into opportunities. In a fantasy world, you'd be the one outsmarting, out-talking, and somehow winning every debate. You're not afraid to question authority, challenge norms, or throw a curveball into a conversation just to see where it goes. Like Tyrion, you're a master of strategy, using your charm and wit to maneuver through life's challenges, and occasionally getting yourself into trouble for the fun of it. Like Tyrion navigating the chaos of Westeros, you find joy in complexity, turning obstacles into opportunities and making people laugh along the way. Whether you're plotting alliances or delivering a biting one-liner, you're always 3 steps ahead, and maybe sipping a glass of wine at the same time. INFP, you are Coraline, the curious, imaginative hero who explores worlds others wouldn't dare to enter. In a fantasy world, you'd be the one wandering into hidden realms, uncovering eerie secrets, and forging alliances with talking cats. You'll brave the weird and the wild, fueled by your inner moral compass and a touch of stubbornness that refuses to back down. Coraline's mix of creativity and courage is peak INFP energy. You're someone who can see the potential in even the strangest situations. Whether it's befriending your eccentric next-door neighbors or figuring out how to outsmart a sinister, soul-stealing other mother. When push comes to shove, you step up. Even if you're armed with nothing but a key, a lucky stone, and a talking cat. In the end, you're the hero who proves that courage and kindness can outmatch even the creepiest villains. INTP, you are Hiccup, a curious, inventive hero who thrives on solving problems with logic, creativity, and a touch of unintentional chaos. In a fantasy world, you wouldn't just tame the dragon, you'd build a detailed schematic on how to improve its flight dynamics, complete with a lecture on aerodynamics for anyone who'd listen. Hiccup's knack for rethinking old systems and inventing new ones is 100% INTP. That relentless curiosity defines Hiccup, who didn't just accept that dragons were the enemy, but set out to understand them, turning everything his village believed on its head. But let's be honest, sometimes your ideas are so ahead of their time that people don't know what to do with them, or with you. Like Hiccup, you might feel out of place in a world that values quick answers over deep thought. But your willingness to question the status quo is what makes you such an extraordinary hero. ENFP, you are Aang, the adventurous hero who sees the world as an endless playground of possibilities. In a fantasy world, you'd be the one gliding on an air scooter or befriending dragons while everyone else is sharpening swords. Aang's boundless curiosity and zest for life are classic ENFP traits. You crave new experiences. Whether it's meeting fascinating people or riding an otter penguin, let's be honest, you totally do that. Beneath all the fun, though, there's a fierce desire to make the world a better place. Like Aang, who fought to end a century-long war without losing his core values, you believe in solving problems with empathy rather than force. Sure, your tendency to take off on detours might frustrate your companions, but it's also what makes you so uniquely you. We had so much fun exploring these iconic characters with you. Remember, every personality type has its strengths, and each of you has the potential for greatness. Not sure of your type? Take Truity's free, scientifically validated type finder test at truity.com.